Alright, welcome everybody. Psychology of Adulthood and Aging. And I told you I was going to give you a video tutorial, so here we go. Some of you have had me in class before, in an online class, so you know how this works. For some, this is brand new. I try to have my online classes mirror how I teach in a live section. And so to do that, I need to use a lot of the multimedia that's available out there. So here we are on the main web page, and you'll notice I post videos here. Over here on the right hand side, this is where I post the syllabus, and you'll also see all the notes that I create will be posted over here. So you'd simply click on the syllabus, and the syllabus will pop up, and it'll give you some insight into the requirements that I'm going to require for this course. We also have the due dates and other things as well. You'll also see here the first set of notes have been posted, so you'd click on them, and when you open them they'll actually pop up like this. And in order to get the links to work, you have to view them in slideshow. Sorry about the video camera here. And you can do that by going to the lower right hand corner, moving your cursor here to slideshow. It'll bring it full screen. Or you can turn around, take your cursor, upper left hand side, slideshow, view from the beginning, and there you go. So this way you can turn around and scroll or click through, and you'll see that I try to bring the book alive. I try to turn around and inform and guide our discussion threads, and I also turn around and embed videos in here as well. So let's find an example of that. Here we go. So you'd have an internet connection. You would simply click on, and it'll bring you to the video that I'm trying to use to illustrate a point that the author is trying to make, or a point that I'm trying to illustrate or make a little bit more clear. The other thing that I do in these lecture notes is I turn around and I sometimes will guide you to the discussion board. So let's see if I have one here. So go to discussion board and tell me a normative history graded event or era that defined your birth year. And you would simply go to the online portal, and you'd click in Professor L discussion page on the left hand side, and you'll see that I have the discussion question there. So here it is, and I see that 4 of you have responded, and I will go in and take a peek as well. I also turn around and embed other videos for you to watch, and then other general discussion questions. The idea is that you're going to get in there, you're going to get to see and read what other people are writing about in terms of their opinion on the subject matter. And it's good to hear other people's opinions. We may not always agree with them, but it kind of helps us understand what others are thinking about. You want to respond to, every one of my threads you have to respond to. You don't have to respond to each other's threads. That can go on forever, especially in some of the bigger classes that I have. But this is a small enough class that you can get in there, read what other people are writing, respond to some of the threads, and offer some comments, etc. The other thing that you're able to do here in Professor L discussion area is you'll see that the assignments will be posted in there. So I've posted question 1, which will be due March 10th, and you would simply answer the question in a Word document, save it, and then simply upload it here in this section, much like you'd attach a picture or upload any other document in an email, and it works quite well. We can turn around and see who the course mates are and who's here, and some of you have pictures and some of you don't, so I want to encourage people, if you feel like uploading a picture, please do so. It's always nice to put a face with the name. Let's see, what else I want you to know on this particular section. Don't worry about some of these other tabs. Really the only ones that I'm worried about are the Professor L discussion page, the forums, and then also on the main page. And you'll see that this, as we go along this section here, will get rather lengthy. You don't want to try to get too much ahead of me. You want to kind of stay right on pace with what I'm putting out there for you to answer. When you go into a certain week, for example, I'm working on week 2 right now. When we start off, there might only be 5 threads, but by the end of the week there might be 15 threads, because I sort of add them, I time them every few days to appear. So you want to get in the habit of checking in, logging in fairly frequently, but not enough that it's going to turn around and disrupt your daily lives. But you want to come in here, you want to see what's going on, you want to read what other people are thinking and doing, and we'll go from there. So this was a brief tutorial, and I will turn around and see you all online in some of the threads as I go in and read and comment.